I've been always feeling like the one. These others, I'ma show 'em how it's done. I like cash money, yeah, baby, I'm boss. I can do what I want, made it to the top floor, but we started from the gutter. Shout out to the moon, we ain't never going to.
Autumn has come to New England. No place like it on earth this time of year. We are at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Massachusetts. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the New York Jets. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing, Jones. He gets it complete to Harris. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now Jones. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
These 2 teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in Week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Second and 10.
Off play action. Jones. Airing one out for Crowder. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Looking for Allen. It's intercepted. It's David Arnett picking it up. And the Jets are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. And that last penalty makes his 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, TJ Logan. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
On the carry, it's Logan. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the Jets' 18-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Looking to throw. Jones. Smith catches left side. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Off the play fake. Jones. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Second and 11 now.
Another try after the first down sack. Jones.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Jones. Eluding the pressure right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th. Play action. Jones. Touchdown. It's complete. John Smith, his second touchdown on the season. And the Pats have taken the early lead.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Jets, nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25.
Now, Wilson on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carter. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Now Wilson on first down. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. This defense for the Patriots, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here caught by Mims. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, nobody can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Well, this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. This defense looking like they have come to play. The pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. Second interception for him now here in this first half. You got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Meanwhile, Jones' throw into the hands of Henry here. And he's got this down to the 35. Here's Jones on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does smoke it through. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Wilson. He'll dump this off to Carter complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
And that is caught. It's Davis. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 21-0 our score after one. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing is Wilson. And he rifles one incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
But Wilson going to give to Carter on the draw.
And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 40-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now Wilson. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They'll give to Carter here on the option.
About 3 yards there to the 27.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carter. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up the first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Ooh, I like it.
Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Carter again. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Jay Sternberger. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season they could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They'll run it here with Logan. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They run with Logan. Damon Arnett up to make the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake. Jones. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Jones throw there, taken in by Smith. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's 2nd and 10. This is Logan. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. McCann's kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson.
He's got this one completed to Mims.
And some space here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
He finds Corey Davis and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half.
This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already, they need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, they run with Carter.
Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. This one brought in by Sternberger. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything. And here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
A throw to the flat for Carter.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. Here's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got Sternberger. Touchdown, Jets. Jay Sternberger with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Jones. Going for the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big play there for the Patriots.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 8-yard line.
They run again with Logan. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Throwing Jones to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
McCann's kick up and good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13.
So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown in this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
Isaiah McKenzie now on the return.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 41-yard line.
First down,
here, back at the 41. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
But plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. He'll air this one out from Mims. Touchdown! Denzel Mims, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Jets 27, Jets 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 44 yards on the ground for him so far.
The 35-yard line.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Jones. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw. Jones. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Jets are right back in this football game. They're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
They'll go again with Carter.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
And not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Making the catch is Sternberger. And some room to roam now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a big play that time by the Jets. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Shotgun snap and a give to Carter.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Wilson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They go play action with Wilson. The quick slant caught. Touchdown Jets. Jay Sternberger, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are an extra point away from leading this game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. And this one incomplete, threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw into the hands of Henry here.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Jones on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he will have a Patriots first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first down, it's Logan. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Jets 41-yard line.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Back to throw. Jones. It's caught by Aguilar. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
To throw is Jones. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. It's David Arnett picking it off. And the Jets have just about sewn up this football game.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Wilson fires quickly for Davis.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 19-yard line.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. They'll have a first down past the 40. A big gain there on 3rd and long.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On
1st and 10. It's Carter. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle in the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So here comes a very important kick now for Michael Badgley. This from 54 yards away. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Jets, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll return home next week to